Initially, the world thought this war would only last a few weeks. But 2022 ended, then 2023 and 2024. Now we're mid-2025, and the guns are still talking. By 2025, the front lines haven't shifted much. Ukraine has managed to halt Russia's advance, but they haven't been able to liberate all of their territory. The Donetsk and Luhansk regions remain occupied. Cities like Mariupol and Melitopol are under Russian control. Meanwhile, Russia continues to strengthen its position with fortifications, trenches, and a multi-layered air defense system. But Ukraine isn't standing still. They're counterattacking with the latest Western weapons, F-16 fighter jets, long-range Storm Shadow missiles, and fleets of armed drones. The battle isn't just on the ground, but also in the skies, seas, and cyberspace. The focus of the fighting in 2025 was in eastern Ukraine, Bakhmut, Avdiivka, and around Zaporizhia. Ukraine launched a major offensive in the spring of 2025. Its goal? To cut off Russian supply lines in the south and close in on Crimea. But their progress was slow. Russia had learned from its early mistakes. They built a multi-layered defense system, utilized Iranian Shahed drones, and expanded the use of hypersonic weapons. The Ukrainian attack on Crimea was the most dramatic moment of the year. Using naval drones and high-precision missiles, Ukraine successfully hit the Kerch Bridge for the third time, destroying Russia's supply lines to Crimea. While not completely collapsed, the world saw a clear message: Ukraine would not stop. This war isn't just between two countries. It's a clash of two worlds, between Western democracy and Eastern authoritarianism. The United States, despite facing domestic political pressure, continues to send billions of dollars in military and humanitarian aid to Ukraine. The European Union is extending economic sanctions against Russia, even though some countries are beginning to show signs of fatigue. On the other hand, Russia is growing closer to China, Iran, and North Korea. They are forming their own blocs, supplying each other with weapons, and even conducting joint military exercises. The year 2025 also marks a record for the use of the latest military technologies: AI and drone combat, electronic warfare systems, and even the alleged use of electromagnetic microweapons. This war has become a testing ground for a new generation of weapons. By mid-2025, the death toll is expected to exceed 700,000, including both soldiers and civilians. Cities in eastern Ukraine like Bakhmut, Lysychansk are now almost unrecognizable, completely destroyed. More than 10 million Ukrainians have fled, some to Europe, others trying to rebuild their lives in the safer western regions of Ukraine. But the trauma remains. Children who lost their parents, homes never returned, hopes pinned on victory. And in Russia, reports are growing of young men being forced into military service. This war began in 2022, but the roots of the resentment are much older. When the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, Ukraine chose its own path. But for Moscow, it wasn't a breakup. It was a betrayal. Then, in 2014, Russia seized Crimea. In 2022, they came back, not just to seize territory, but to wipe a nation off the map. Vladimir Putin called it a special operation, but the world knows it was a full-blown invasion. 3 years have passed. Today, the map of Ukraine is awash in red and blue. The front lines are slow to move, but the blood continues to flow. Bakhmut, Avdiivka, Kupiansk, Kherson, cities that might once have been unknown to the world are now symbols of resistance and suffering. Russia tried to overwhelm Ukraine with numbers. Ukraine responded with determination and Western technology. Drones hover like iron birds. Smart weapons and long-range missiles are a daily sight. This war is no longer just on the ground. It's also in the air. Record 2025 as the beginning of the end.
not forget.